Hello champions and future champions, hello ChessMood family. Gabuzyan is here with you and we're beginning our daily lesson. In this position, we have a messy situation. Now white queen is hanging. We are having some pawns extra on the queen side, but there is an issue. If we're trying to escape with our queen to b7 or a6, black rook is chasing it. My question to you is the following. Are we supposed to make a draw for white, or we can be playing differently? Please pause the video and think about it. As I mentioned, if now white goes queen b7, rook b8, queen a6, rook a8, black rook is following our queen and we have to repeat the moves. But at the beginning we can do differently. Let me remind you that this is part 4 of the daily lesson series when we are sacrificing pieces and getting strong passed pawns. Previously we have seen how we are sacrificing knights and bishops, getting some central pawns. As well, we have seen an example when we are sacrificing the rook. Today we are doing queen's sacrifices, most exciting ones because it's most expensive piece on the board. Now, what is playing b4 move here? What's happening? If black is taking the queen, we will see little later. Let me just add you that in this position, if black is capturing the b4 pawn, we can already go for queen a6. And here is the difference, that after rook a8, we're having bishop a7 move, covering the queen. On top of this, we're going to push b6 and b7. That's the reason that after b4, black has to take the queen, and after d takes c6, we are getting two connected passed pawns, very close to promotion square. In the game, it has happened e6, and let me tell you that a try for black, playing queen b6 and stop the pawns, is not really working out well. How to play here for white is my next question to you. You can pause the video and try to find it. First of all, we need to protect our pawn on b5. We are going c4, and now threatening to play rook a1, rook a6, removing the queen and pushing. And if black goes for rook a8, this doesn't make sense, we are still playing rook a1. After takes, and d6, with an idea to play d5 and break our pawn chain, even though I am not confident it's going to work out, still black is trying to fight. We're going rook a6, queen c7, capturing the pawn. Here is the thing that after takes and bishop c5, with the rook, bishop, we are going to push our pawns and advance them into a queen. Bishop cannot be going to f8, because all the time we're having rook a8 pinning move. It's not a big threat as well for white. In position, when we played bishop c5, we have a threat of playing now rook a7, queen is going to move somewhere, let's say to c8, and now push c7, play b6, and advance our pawns. Black will not be able to stop all of them with a single queen. For this reason, on the second move, black is not going for queen b6, instead is trying to play e6. And there is an idea in this move. I will ask you a question. Is it gonna be that great for white here to take on c5? You can pause the video and think about this. Even though we're getting same pawn chain and nice chances to win, it's a bit unclear after d5. The reason is that when we go b6 and d4, suddenly these pawns are a little bit limiting our bishop abilities. If we now play c7, black can go queen to e7. b7 move isn't working because all the time queen is going to take this pawn, and it's not what we are looking for white. That's why after a6, white first of all is playing rook e to d1, trying to face this d5 advancement. And the difference is, if black now goes for d5, we can be capturing the pawn on c5, having our bishop in the game. Followed by b6 move, we are going to push the pawns. After rook e d1, in the game it has happened queen b8, and white is already good to take the pawn. Now black's position is already lost. We are good to push, our all pieces are in the game. If black now is capturing c5 pawn, we can even ignore this and go for b6, followed by rook d7, b7 moves. Something very similar happened in the game. Instead of taking the pawn here, black tried to play d5, and we're taking these pawns. e5, e5, and rook is capturing on d5. Now, if black is playing rook c8, suddenly there is a threat. Black wants to capture rook c6, and the rook on b1 will be hanging. How to play here is my next question to you. Pause the video and think about it. White is ready to give away pawn on b5 on their own. We go rook bd1. The thing is that if black is capturing the pawn, rook d8 check is winning. Rook d8, rook takes d8, and after king f7, c7 and c8 promotion is unstoppable. After rook d5, black tried to play here with queen e8, it's not saving the game as well. c7, and after a queen f7, white is finishing a game in a very nice way. Please pause the video and try to find the last continuation here for white. We are giving up our rook on d5, and with b6, queen d7 and b7 moves, winning the game. The thing is, white here wants to promote a queen, and when black is taking, we're going to promote another one. Otherwise, after b7, black has to take this pawn with a queen, but after rook b7, followed by rook b8, we're still going to promote. That's why white is winning. Today I'm going to summarize topic of giving pieces for the pawns and advancing them. I'm not encouraging you always to give away the pieces and get the pawns. We need to have some conditions. Making sure opponent is not blocking these pawns successfully or is not getting a great counterplay because of an extra piece, rook, or even a queen. But having in mind that sometimes pawns are more valuable than pieces is a great idea to know. Now let's go ahead to the next one, which will be your homework for this topic. Here it's white to move and our queen on c6 square is hanging. How to continue is my question. You can share your thoughts and ideas in the comments section below. Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for your subscriptions, likes, and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. See you next time during our next daily lessons.